Hey guys, it's Fuse back on Raid Shadow Legends, and buckle up, we've got a lot to talk about, but today the main focus will be Crypt King Graal. Pretty amazing buff. We're going to show how just absolutely sick he is on spiders and for pretty much anywhere you want to take him. We'll just take him through some waves on a further on stage and see how he does. But we have to talk real quick about the two nerfs because now that they're in effect, one of them wasn't even brought to our attention. Let's knock one out of the way. I have to say that Uragram, not so bad. Clan, we don't want to go clan boss yet. So let's go to dungeons. Let's go to dragons. I'll have to set up my team real quick because I just was doing something different. So let me real quick change this up. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with bringing food along with the Uragram. He is a little bit less than he was. I'll tell you where it matters the most. It doesn't matter so much on Dragon, but I am going to bring one other person to make sure I can run food. I was doing it anyway to speed up my runs. So here we go. Ninja's there to make sure there's a little CC, a little more damage on the Dragon. It makes him faster. So here we go. Not 3 poisons, only 2. You know, that's going to affect you more on like hard mode Doom Tower, where I was using him successfully to put out a lot of tick damage while I did wave control with CC, freezes, stuns. But he still is doing an amazing job. You see that they're still piling up, even with the A1 doing 2. What I miss the most is the second, either the extra poison or the second continuous heal. That will only affect you the more when you get into like hard waves on Doom Tower. For the most part, he's not that bad. They didn't break him. He wasn't too broken. I didn't think the other way, but I can see him getting a nerf. I think the cooldown would be nice to get back, but he's absolutely viable. 100% viable. I'm not going to complain. If they offered it to me, I would not take the resources. I would keep my champion. He's still probably top 5 in the game on epics. Gotta be. I mean, still look at all the poisons he puts out and on a very consistent level, even with that cooldown. So 100% fine. Ninja's here because of that stun. I did not build him with high resistance because there's nothing wrong with running 3 foods and 2 actual heroes. If you're using him because you're early to mid game, he's an amazing addition to your team. And the Dragon, once you get past the waves, he's a 100% fine on the Dragon. He'll come back around to his move. You'll see all the poisons add up 2 at a time. There you go. We got more than enough poisons easily, and we got that continuous heal and the cleanse in our back pocket. So there you go. We cleansed Ninja off. If Ninja wasn't here, he would do this just fine. He can still solo it. This is 20, by the way. Not going to sit here and let it take another 30 seconds to do 25. It works just fine. I add a champion to him, and I don't need that crazy in-game gear. I'm still leveling up food while I finish. Well, I just finished it, my Dragon tournament. So, Uragram's nerf, I'm okay with it. He's an amazing champion. Pretty hard to convince me otherwise. So, I'm pleasantly surprised with how well he performs. I'm glad that this happened finally so I could test him out. It's not near the Uragram he was before. I would like to have met in the middle, but it happened. I'm okay with it. Now this one's going to hurt some people. I do not have Geomancer, but if you go into the news, if you didn't catch it, first of all, I got up this morning. I hit my clan boss on Ultra Nightmare, got my key. I hit my Nightmare clan boss, finished that key. And it was lunchtime before I really got to look around on the game when I was taking my lunch break and having a look at the clan boss. And man, it blew my mind. This blew my mind. Ultra Nightmare is already dead. Magic Micah soloed Ultra Nightmare clan boss. Imagine my surprise. I looked at this team. I was like, damn, that must be one hell of a leech. Like, how did he survive so many rounds? I hadn't kept up with the news. I wasn't checking all my Discord because I was talking to a couple people I know, but I wasn't looking into the raid news. I'm busy. I'm at work. Wow. I was like, what kind of recipe did you come up with, Magic Micah? Well, so Geomancer went crazy today. If you had him, it had to have been a blast to be sitting there with your normal team. And instead of 40, 50 million, you look up and you're on round 10. It's 300 million. That had to be so cool to watch. So enjoy that if you had a chance to do it. I'm sure that it's not your fault. It's their fault. Totally should be fine. But here's how it happened, and here's why it's not such great news. In the news, they did not tell us that there was a secret nerf coming. I'm calling it a secret nerf. They didn't let us know this was coming. Right here. After Uragram, we've got Geomancer. What makes Geomancer amazing is when he takes damage, he reflects damage for the whole team. Well, each one of those can proc Giant Slayer, which means when the clan boss slams 5 people, that's 5 chances to proc Giant Slayer. On Affinity, it's even better because he hits you twice. That's effectively 10 turns of you being able to proc Giant Slayer, and that adds up tremendously. That's the whole reason people got him and built him. They're taking it away. The new change, damage does not trigger masteries like War Master or Giant Slayer. Ouch, right? Now again, I don't have one. I'm going to need some comments below how you feel about this. How do you feel about the fact that it came out of nowhere without the warning we got on the other ones? And also the change that he's actually getting. So today, obviously he messed up. Nobody thinks he's going to stay that broken. But the effect that they added, instead of triggering War Master or Giant Slayer, of course Giant Slayer was the way to go. But instead of triggering that, now he has a 60% chance of dealing additional damage equal to 4% of the target's max HP. Now that's decent. That's decent. At max HP hit for 4%, that's decent if he came out and we knew that's what he did. How does it feel, though, if you build this guy out? It can only happen once per enemy attack. It's not going to happen for all 5 heroes. It happens 1 time per enemy attack. If there's multiple champions, it'll only activate once. So it's a pretty hard nerf. It feels like one. Now, I can't playtest him to say, so I need to hear from you guys. How do you feel about it? If you have one, how bad did it hurt once they fixed the broken part and put the nerf in the way it was intended to be? Is it too much? Is it not enough? Does he still play okay? I have no way of testing him, so let me know in the comments below. But it definitely was a blindside, right? Anyways, let's get back to Crypt King Graal. That's what we're actually here for. This dude is amazing now. I pulled him last month, right before the CVC. I booked him out. And then I found out he's getting a buff. Imagine my elated surprise. So here's what we got. Skills. He's got decreased attack, 60% chance on his A1. If they're under HP burn, they always will be. You'll find out shortly. It's a 100%. So he's going to place attack down every time. That's whether you need him on clan boss, anywhere in the game. He will land HP burn. He will keep it up forever, and he'll place that attack down. Deathfire's his AI likes to use this first, which is perfect. 100% chance when booked on a 3-turn cooldown to put HP burn up for 2 turns. Then his next move is going to place a freeze on anybody under HP burn, which will be everyone, and it will extend the duration of HP burn debuffs to 3. So you put them up for 2, you come back around, you extend them to 3, you A1, you put them back up, you come back. It's a non-ending cycle of HP burns and full team freeze. Absolutely ridiculous. Other than that, he does have a 33% HP aura in all battles, and that is amazing. It's a good, if you need HP, that's an amazing ability. How did I build him out? The stats are what matter here. I do have, well, you see what I got. A couple of plain Jane accuracy sets and 1 immortal set. In the end, it's about the stats. I want to use this guy in hard mode Doom Tower. I will show you what he can do in waves so you see why. I got high HP. He's a support champion. He does do some pretty solid damage, but he's not amazing or anything. Worry more about getting your accuracy where you need it. At least 220 to 250 for normal content. And then if you're going any further into Doom Tower, break 300. I went for 320 for now. I can always buff that. We've got decent defense, a lot of HP for the build I have now, and plenty of speed, plenty of accuracy. That's what you want. That's what's going to get him back around to those moves and land them. Masteries, you can just take a glance at what I have. You just look at what you need out of him. If you need more accuracy, you take it. I do like Arcane Celerity. I want him to speed up, a chance to speed up anytime those debuffs fade or are replaced or wear down. Because of my build, extra accuracy out of Laura Steel and HP. Master Hexer, even though it's almost redundant, he will never let that HP burn fall off, but this will add a turn anytime even when I extend it, I noticed it'll extend it to 3 and add 1 sometimes, giving me 4. So it is pretty decent. In case he gets CC'd in a difficult wave and he can't get back around to his moves, this will make sure it stays up most of the time. Over here, what's important, I did take War Master because I do think he's going to be good on bosses as well. Attack down constantly with an HP burn. He can freeze ads. Think of the Frost Spider. That's literally the guy you need. HP burn, freezing the ads, attack down. Can't beat that. So we got kill streak. He's going to do plenty of kills between he does damage with all those HP burns and his moves actually bring attacks. So Whirlwind of Death to speed him up and increase his damage with kill streak. That's what I took. Take what you need the most. If you're struggling, you might want things that give you a shield as you get kills. Always think it through, but pretty solid build here. You saw his skills, you saw his sets. So let's get into it. We don't need this right now. What can this guy do? Spiders. I think he's the new spiders god. Acesia Flame Tongue has a special place in here, and so does Akroth, but you got to see this guy. He does his own CC with his HP burn, and it never ends. So let's go to 25. He set my 39 second record. I haven't thought the team through much. I just put in turn meter control. This could be anybody. This could be Armiger, Vizix. Just turn off everything else except for their A1s. You don't want to kill spiders. But I guess Armiger could go ahead and use his big slam. I got 2 cold hearts to get that 10% hit, but more importantly, just to keep turn meter down. The rest of the deal is going to happen right here with Crypt King Graal. It feels like a tongue twister every time I say it. So let's watch Crypt King. He's right here. Basically, we're going to speed boost, turn meter here, same thing here. We're just keeping their turn meter down, our turn meter up, HP burn without a hitch. As easy as that. One button, all the HP burns are up. Second move, amazing. Freeze them all. Now they're all locked out, so they can't do any damage yet. I don't care if anybody dies at this point. I just want that HP burn to stay up. We're going to continuously raise our turn meter, taking that turn meter down. Again, you could use Haikatoon here for the slow. She can also give you the speed buff. There's anybody that manipulates your speed or their speed and turn meter. That's all you need. HP burn's already back up. We never even got close for them falling off. Absolutely amazing. We luckily we got that Heart Seeker in to keep that turn meter down, because now we just need the spiders to take a turn and this guy's going to be gone. I don't care if people start to die. It's absolutely amazing what this guy can do. There you go. Under a minute. My best one was a different team, so I'm going to play around to get my speed team just right. I did 39 on one, but in the end, it's all him. It's all him right there. 7 million damage right here. Now, of course, Cold Heart did some. They both got 1 or 2 Heart Seekers off, but Crypt King Graal, absolutely amazing. So real quick, we'll make this short. What's he going to do in Doom Tower hard mode? I'm still on normal mode, and I go through normal mode with Herndig. I mean, every one of these stages, I just take Herndig through it on normal mode and beat it. He does it in 4 or 5 moves every time. So there's no point in showing him in there. So let's just go to a dungeon. Real quick, we want to see what he does on waves. Let me just real quick set something up. His affinity, we'll have to do 24 if we go here. Energy. I just used bottled energy. Let me set him back up since I did this team a minute ago. Okay, so throwing a team together that's pretty free to play other than Crypt King Graal. We got Haikatoon, log in 30 days. We got 180-day login, Seal the Drakes. Both absolutely amazing. Ninja, everybody got him. Absolutely amazing. We're bringing him just to speed this up. I'm not even bringing a Poisoner. We'll see if we can beat the Dragon, but we definitely want to see what he does on harder waves. I'm doing stage 24 again because of Affinity and Archmage Helmet. The first hero you will get for doing normal Doom Tower and getting those secret rooms. So all of these are obtainable, easy to use, and absolutely effective. So the idea here is to see what Crypt King Graal can do with only Ninja doing damage. And when we get to the boss, Ninja will outshine everybody, so he'll have a lot of damage at the end of this. But Crypt King Graal doing solid damage here and putting up HP burns. And then the freeze is redundant with Ninja because right there we're going to freeze them again. But still, we're bringing CC. We got stuns from Seal. We've got stuns from Archmage Helmet. We've got Ninja freezing. We've got HP burns from Ninja, and even if he takes them off, paired up with Crypt King Graal, he'll lay one more on, and Crypt King Graal will extend that one as well. These HP burns are just going to stay here forever. And this is a fast team. We've got Haikatoon, and we've got Archmage Helmet keeping us moving fast. It's just ridiculous. Even if you had bad gear, as long as you get your accuracy on all these heroes, even if you didn't have books, this would play out. These are all booked. It's not fast. This is safe. This is something that can push you through things like some of those difficult waves. If you're just pushing into hard mode Doom Tower, you would probably want, I don't know, this might could do it. I might even try it. We're locking the team up and letting HP burns kill them with some damage from Ninja, clearly, and some damage from, well, a little bit of damage from everybody, right? But Ninja's going to outshine a little bit, but you'll see the lion's share other than Ninja will come from Crypt King Graal, and it's all because he does an actual AoE attack with that HP burn and then plants the freeze, and it all comes with damage. Absolutely amazing. So there's no point in speeding it up. It won't take that long. Now on the boss, I don't know. I didn't bring a poisoner, but with all the HP burns, attack down on the boss, and Ninja hopefully getting his A2 at the right time, no problem. So this is what you get up against waves. HP burns, stuns. There's the HP burns. Now that we've landed them, they're going to be there forever. He'll refreeze them on his own. He'll keep attack down on anybody that he comes up with his A1 because it's guaranteed if there's a freeze or an HP burn. He's absolutely amazing. So I'm telling you, Crypt King Graal's value, I don't know what it was like before. I just built him out. I hadn't really taken him into spiders because 3 random hits wasn't going to cut it. He's one of the best in the game on spiders. He does it. He don't need Achak the Windarin, which he would pair up well with since the passive on HP burns heals you, and Achak can freeze on the first turn while you put up the HP burn and then refreeze them on your second turn with Crypt King Graal, and then that will rinse and repeat plus the strengthen buff and the block debuffs from Achak. They'll be an amazing pair on spiders if you're struggling to stay alive. But look how, I mean, this team right here is something you can produce. You can produce this team. I don't know about Crypt King Graal, but anybody could be in his spot for damage. By the way, I just want to point out how good the champions they give you are. Plarium's actually pretty good about it. Sometimes they're overlooked because the older champions, we just stopped talking about them, right? But they're amazing. Haikatoon is sick. Like, absolutely disgustingly good. Archmage Helmet, you know, we got really hyped about him when he came out, but he's still one of the best in the game. That stun, I think it lands better than Seal of the Drakes, honestly, on a 2-hitter that she puts out. So we got plenty of speed. We've got crit rate up. All these buffs come from heroes that you can get right now. You probably already have them. If you've been playing for 180 days, you have them all. So I kind of showcasing them all. But the star of the show is the attack down champion with HP burn for days. We don't even have a poisoner on this team. It would be faster with a poisoner, but not much faster. It's pretty solid. Ninja does a lot of damage on this boss with that A2, on any boss with his A2. Just don't touch the Magma Dragon when you have Ninja. You don't want to put HP burn on Magma Dragon. Other than that, man, this, you know, it's not a Dragons team, but a Wave team. Absolutely great. It's kind of cool to see the login reward champions playing out this well. The only support we have, healing support, is Seal of the Drakes here too, by the way. I took her out of Relentless gear. I made her faster and tankier. I do love her in Relentless gear, but I'm going for a little something different. Maybe we'll talk about that one day. Look what Crypt King Graal can do for you. So thanks for sitting through this. There's no point in going everywhere. That's what he will do. Amazing work, amazing damage, absolutely an amazing champion. His value just doubled. Just doubled. If you've been sitting on him, if he's in your vault, get him out. He's amazing. Can't hardly beat him on the spider. Thank you for sitting through this, guys. And as always, please like, subscribe. I appreciate all these things. Hit the notification bell if you want to keep up with these things. And until next time, enjoy the grind.